Hey all, and this is the Dark Moon's Descent event. This is a Light Slayer event and Beast Killer. So the first team here is my Commander team. Then I have a pretty decent Light Slayer team. Seems to hit for consistent around 500 Q damage. Then the Water Slayer team that I tend to use in every Slayer event. So 3 very different teams. Could be useful for the multi-bosses. Let's go through the Commander team first. We have Creators of Legend with a 225% increase to light commander damage. Divine Sovereigns, a 500% boost to 1 card. War God's Prodigy, this is the main hitting card on this team. Increases self-damage by 550%. Breakers of the Cycle, another decent damage boost. 255%. Then Avenging Automata. This has a passive permanent increase to damage 180%. Then if you are going to use a commander team, this is what the relics look like. First relic is enough to break all of the shields. You can see here. And then just my best relics to fill up the team basically. Nothing too exciting here. That's what I have. I should probably swap that relic for something else. Not sure why I have chaotic relics on the team. Probably because I didn't change them from a previous event. Anyway, the Light Slayer team over here is the main one and the important one. This uses the event ultimate form as well. So let's talk through this. So we have Neo Contenders. This card is essential. It has that big 550% damage increase to the 1 card. Metaverse Masters. Only a 150% damage increase to any card. Can be swapped if you have anything better. Lost Sound Saviors. This is the hitting card. Increases self-damage by 500%, making it a very good card. Plus it has this other skill as well. That creates 20 more Light Power Gem IX, so that basically crushes together the board and converts the Dark Gems to Light. Will of Kyopa, this is an attack increasing card. If you have something better that increases damage, you can swap this out. Then Daystar's Ascendance, this is the event ultimate form. This increases Light Slayer damage by 260%, creates Power Gems, plus has this passive Unstoppable skill as well, making it a pretty decent card. Then for the relics, this card here is a chaotic relic, just my best Light Slayer relics with a couple of Beast relics on the team as well, so I break the shields. There's one of the Beast relics and there should be another one here as well. There we go, that's what that looks like. Then the Water Slayer team. It's not spectacular damage, but it makes an alternative option if you don't have any decent Light Slayer cards. The first card is Leviathan's Hairs. Increases Water Slayer attack by 1,300%. Holiday Saints. This has that lovely 500% damage increase to the 1 card. Sovereigns of the Dance, the main hitting card. Increases self-damage by 300%. 5 times Awakened, plus 5 pink stars as well. Hometown Heroes. This increases Water Slayer damage by 175%. Normally the board crushes together as well when I use this card. Then Frontier Titans at the end. Increases Water Slayer damage by 130%. Plus it's the Beast Killer card on the team. Then the relics for this team. Similar to the previous teams, just my best relics with enough relics to break the shields, so nothing too exciting here. Here we go, there's one of the Beast relics, then the final one here breaks the rest of the shields. My Beast relics for water are not that good, unfortunately. That's why I'm using what I am. There is also a really good Fire Slayer option that many players seem to use for every single event. Unfortunately, I don't have the cards for that, so I can't really show you that setup. Let's get on with the actual event. Here we go. Alright, so here's the actual event. No special features this time around, just a regular Slayer event. Seem to have quite a few bosses currently up, but I'm going to be fighting the prismatic boss. You can see here that I have already locked. So I have 3 teams to test on this boss. The first team will be the Light Slayer team, you can see here. So let's go ahead and give that a go. The skill on the boss, Flatline. Now that doesn't really do too much with this team, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go. This always seems to do pretty consistent damage, normally around 500 Q. The board always crushes together with this team, so I'll show you what I mean. Let's get an attack going like so. There we go. Now you can see here it's all crushed together repeatedly. Then you do something like this. It always does around 500 Q or so. Very consistent damage. There we go, 567.5 Q. You can go again and attack again, and it will do the same amount of damage pretty much every time. So let's quit out here. The Commander team I have not actually tried yet, as the Slayer team was doing pretty decent damage. I'll give this a go. With the Slayer team, you can't really activate in any other order either, so you're always going to get around 500 to 600 Q with that team. Anyway, let's use the Commander team. Right, so here we go with the Commander team. I think left to right is probably the best activation order, but since I've not tried this team yet, I can't be sure and see what sort of board I actually get with this. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. I don't think I'm going to get much better than this. I probably should have just matched the highest value power gems rather than bringing in a gem. Yeah, only 82 Q on the middle card though, so it's not really ideal. Nowhere near as good as the Slayer team. I was kind of expecting that though. I still have my water team to try. I'll just do one more attack with this team. Then I'll quit out and move on to the Water Slayer team. Pretty sure the first team though, the Slayer Light team, is going to be the best one. But you never know. Right, let's get this attack out, then I can quit out. Yeah, it gives reasonable boards, but the damage isn't spectacular. It's not bad for a commander option though. Probably okay on the multi-bosses anyway. Okay, now for the Water Slayer option. I think this will do more than the commander team. I'm pretty sure my first team is still the best option though, but I'll never know until I try. So again, I think left to right is probably the best order. Here we go, let's see what sort of damage I can do with this team anyway. Water against a dark enemy. I used to use the Water Slayer team for pretty much every event, but I'm starting to get other teams now, which is always useful. The board here, not too bad. 1 loose power gem at the top. Let's see the damage. Yeah, 113.7 Q, so that's not bad. I'll do one more quick hit on the boss with this team, see if I can get a better grid or not, then quit out. And that will be the team testing done. Flatline, though, is very easy to deal with. It's rare to use a revive against the enemies in Slayer. It's more for the ultimates in Commander when you need the revives. Right, let's try this again anyway, see if I can get a better grid and better damage. Here we go. That all crushes together then. Yeah, that's about the same. Oh no, it's a little bit worse as there's nothing loose from the main match. So 70... Oh no, 80 Q. Right, anyway, I'm done with that. I can quit out. So I think it's probably the first Light Slayer event in a long time where my Light Slayer team is actually doing the most damage, so that's always a good result. I'm making some sort of progress with my teams, which is always good. There we go. Alright, there we go, that's the team testing done. Now to claim the event collection. Legends Souls, unfortunately, this time around, not something we really need. Never mind, I will claim it all anyway. There we go, that's that done. Support coins and all this other stuff. There we go, treasure trove. Right. So I did manage to get into Legends, believe it or not. I've not been in Legends for a long time. Let's have a look at what it is this time around. Alright, over to the Leagues page. Oh, a Dark Vanguard, okay. Ibeck, Dark Moon Diviner, hopefully I said that right. So a Dark Vanguard, that could be really useful. What's the... Oh, Poison. Oh, that's actually one of the better defender skills. That can be really useful. Interesting, that might be one that quite a few players use actually at the start of a defence when upgraded. There we go. Right, over to the Ultimates page. Let's scroll down. There's the support hero. Let's claim that while I'm here. There we go, that's the support hero claimed. Let's take it up and evolve it to claim the random 6-star hero. Right, there we go. Let's go ahead and claim this and see what I get. This is always interesting. I think that's the main hero from the current event, so I'd be able to claim the shiny. Let's have a look at this deck. Daystar's Ascendance is the deck ultimate form this time around. Increases Light Slayer damage by 260%. Creates power gems. Has that cleanse as well when a healing skill is activated, so might be useful in GVG. Plus, it does have the unstoppable skill at the bottom, so it's a decent deck. Nothing too spectacular on the deck though. The unstoppable and the damage boost are the things that sell it. Then if you're only going to get the one card, you want the one with the damage boost, which is this card here. So you could use that with the event ultimate form to try and increase the damage further. It does also have the unstoppable skill as well on this card. And there we go, I think we're about done with this video. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.